Good evening, Nogales, and good morning, Philippines. First of all, I want to recognize our NUSD school board members, our NUSD administration, family, and friends. Thank you for witnessing this incredible night. Dear class of 2022, we are graduating and reaching one milestone, but our lives are still on the run. Soon, we'll spread out to the farthest ends of the earth, marking our memories in our yearbooks and pictures. There will be emotional goodbyes and tears, but it will not be the last. I would like to remember the most significant memories created here at Nogales High School. Before high school, my 7th grade teacher, Mrs. Noriega, pushed me to pursue advanced level science and mathematics. Before I could pursue those higher level classes, she had to sign a paper. She said she would only sign my form if I put both science and mathematics. 4 years later, I became an international baccalaureate diploma candidate. Moreover, Ms. Nilsson inspired me to read 3 books a week. From a person who struggled to write an essay at the beginning of my 7th grade school year, I exponentially improved that I now can write thousands of words that I am now reading today. I am a living proof that weakness can be impermanent on your own will. Reflecting on their influences in my life, I realized that success is teamwork. There is not one person who reaches their accomplishments without the efforts and impacts of others. In August of 2018, our high school career started. We were lost for the first few days of school during our first year, looking for our next class. And we all felt some degree of apprehension about what high school would be like. I would like everyone to remember that feeling of entering your very first high school class. My first class was Mr. Francisco's, and I felt bored listening to the rules and the important you should know because they told me to tell you anyway information. His classes remember him for his wit and the failure of most students to follow directions. The first instruction said to read everything carefully until the end of the activity. 99% of the people did not and embarrassed themselves. 2 class periods later, I finally had a chance to use my right brain hemisphere. Mr. Krupp allowed us to express ourselves creatively through journal writing, drawing, and singing, which my classmates and I enjoyed. By 6th period, I thought I was done. I was wrong. Mrs. Suarez taught us so much that little did we know the skills we gained would aid us so much during our scholarship applications. For our first year teachers, I am thankful for your support and efforts to establish our first high school year with a strong foundation that has helped us survive the following years. Your efforts made high school a pleasant experience for finding our aptitudes and comfort for first-year students. Transitioning to our 2nd year, the stakes of staying at the top were more challenging. By the year's end, anyone who wanted to maintain their ranks had to decide to go for the IB or honors diploma. I was torn between staying at the top of the class or having more time and less rigorous coursework. I know that other people face this dilemma as well. Ms. Lopez's unconventional teaching has conditioned us to pursue higher education. I loathe her impromptu speech assignments. Actually, that is an understatement. However, she helped us find an opportunity to improve and grow. As a result, my classmates and I handled presentations and oral assessments better than expected. Suddenly, our sophomore year ended sooner than expected. We all had a chance to experience a once-in-a-lifetime 5-month summer vacation. I'm confident that all of us shouted for joy, slept during the day, and ate more than we usually did. However, in the long term, we all suffered stuck in the bedrooms with a home fever. Our rejoicing unexpectedly turned sour. We could no longer play sports, socialize with friends, and get out to breathe fresh air without covering our faces. And finally, we became juniors. Believe it or not, all of us, and even the top students, I, as a valedictorian, were guilty of procrastinating work due at 11:59 p.m. From 6 in the morning to midnight, we strained our eyes because of the screens and wearied our backs from sitting, listening, and doing work. Because of this, we slept until 5 minutes before the first class, wore pajamas for 24 hours, and turned off our cameras. And I remember most of our teachers would get mad. I know we were all on our phones, looking through social media, texting on class group chats to pass on answers, and make excuses why we lost internet connection. And finally, class of 2022. Today is a day of a fruitful harvest. Eventually, after 3 years of high school, we are certified seniors. Congratulations on completing your graduation requirements. Your parents, friends, relatives, and the community are proud of your accomplishment. Meanwhile, I would like to express gratitude to my IB classmates because I never became part of a class that all treated each other as friends. We were always there to cheer for each other on our presentations and projects. We even planned las vedas for our teachers. And finishing the review of our high school life, I will take the honor of reminding everyone of life's pearls of wisdom. First, no matter where you go, maintain connections and friendships. I want to thank my best friend, Hannah, for making possible an invaluable company when even thousands of miles apart have an unbreakable bond. She listened to me when I needed someone. She motivated me to pursue my dreams when I did not believe in my capabilities. I would also like to thank my longtime friends, Azel, Rebecca, Giselle, Shayla, and Cassie, for your genuine companionship. I want to express my sincerest gratitude to Mr. Andres for giving me such a fantastic opportunity to continue improving in chess and scare the boys from playing against me. In addition, I would like to thank his family for warmly welcoming us the day we first arrived in the United States. I would like to thank Ellen for her precious friendship and constant support during our years together. Secondly, find efforts to connect with their teachers who significantly influence your life, and I am confident that they feel more proud and accomplished to hear the students blossom into something unimaginable. I would like to express my deepest thanks to Colonel Retired Belch for believing in my capabilities more than myself. He has allowed us to explore the skies by giving us a chance to pilot a B-17 plane and dream more than our wildest imaginations. I would like to thank all my IB teachers, Mr. Brannon, Mrs. Fuentes, Mrs. Thompson, Mr. Luna, and Mrs. Valenzuela. Moreover, I would like to thank Ms. Dembowski for permitting us to have more IB work days, and still, we procrastinate. And last but not least, Mr. Mehta, for showing us that most mathematics is useless. I was just kidding. Out of all the days we had him as a teacher, the most memorable was when everyone in my class received low chemistry grades. Mr. Mehta, to console us, reminded us that the goal is not to win every battle, but to win life's war. I am beyond grateful to Mr. Michael Tackett for his constant support and assurance as a teacher, a father figure, and a friend. I cannot thank him enough for supervising me more than 20 hours on my IB extended essay. Thirdly, pursue anything that seems impossible now because you will never realize your potential until you explore it. I have been rejected at several prestigious scholarships and universities, yet I still try. Failing is better than never trying. You will feel better sharing something you never succeeded in and drawing reflections than having nothing to share at all. And fourthly, I would like to remind you that love in high school is young. Do not think that breaking up with your partner is the end of the world. Trust me, there is love that is never known until a person finds the one. And lastly, and most importantly, never forget your origins. You're nothing without your family. You are nothing without your community. And you are nothing without your memories. I want to thank my mother, Rhoda Monjin, for bringing us here to the United States for a better life. She is the fiercest yet most loving mother I can ever have. I cannot imagine the pain and endurance she needed to provide for her family 3,000 miles away. I am grateful for the constantly expiring Bible verses that I always draw strength from. To my father, Ramos Monjin Jr., thank you for showing me the value of hard work and faith. He has taught us to love others, evaluate our thoughts and actions, and give without expectations. I am very grateful to my brothers, Nehemiel and Seth, for making me laugh and sharing school stress. Lastly, I would like to recognize my grandmother, Nora Monjin, for unparalleled sacrifices and unwavering love for her family, and my cousin, Justin Mongan, for taking care of us in my mother's absence. Your community shaped your unique personality, and you should always try to find ways to give back. It's a two-way street. For this, I am very grateful for the security, for keeping our schools safe and friendly. To district employees, we are all grateful for your service in maintaining the school standards. And to the counselors, especially Ms. Higuera, thank you for helping us apply to our dream universities. Always know that you are never alone, and in this pandemic, many people perished and left many grieving. I may only know part of the pain because I experienced grief too. I realized it is something never dealt with alone. I know it takes courage to talk to someone, but it is always better to share the pain than carry all its weight. And I want to recognize Regina and Savannah for helping me through the turbulent process and changing my life perspective. And in all things, always acknowledge the source of everything, God. And with God, we can do anything. And thus, do not give up on life until it has given up on you. And last but not least, always accept defeat with honor and victory with humility. Once again, congratulations to us, the class of 2022. Fuimos, somos y siempre seremos Apaches. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Signing off your class of 22 Valedictorian, Aaron Diadem Buyaka Manjin.